Asking children questions is an important part of a teacher's role and essential for effective teaching and learning. Through effective questioning, teachers can help learners to think creatively and critically and apply language skills. Generally, teachers can use two main types of questions: close-ended questions and open-ended questions. Close-ended questions have only one correct answer. These are useful for quickly assessing children's factual knowledge and helping them recall specific information. For example, what is 6 plus 7? Or what is the capital of Uttar Pradesh? Close-ended questions are limited in scope and purpose. They do not encourage children to think deeply or express their opinions fully. On the other hand, open-ended questions do not have one correct answer. For example, is it right to keep animals in zoos? Or should children be allowed to use mobile phones? Such open-ended questions encourage children to think critically and offer their own views. To use open-ended questioning effectively, some guidelines must be followed. Before you start using open-ended questions, it's essential to set clear rules about how children should behave in class. They have to follow some rules while answering questions. A child should tell her answer to the whole class only when you ask her to do so. Several children should not answer together. When one child is stating her answer, the entire class must listen carefully. Your open-ended question should be clear and concise. It is better to ask one open-ended question at a time. If the question is complex, it is advisable to confirm that all the children have understood the question. You can do this by asking a few children to restate the question in their own words. Provide adequate time for children to think over the question. If you pose your question for a whole class discussion, that is, if you ask the question without using cooperative learning structures, then you need to ensure that all children are encouraged to think and respond. You can do this by announcing in advance that you will be randomly asking children to give answers. You could do the random selection with the help of chits having the names of the children. While using cooperative learning structures like think, pair, share, all the children have to necessarily think over the question. The teacher must move around the class, giving positive attention to the children. Some children may have queries or doubts about the question. In such cases, you may ask them to silently raise their hands. You can then walk up to the children and answer their queries. When you are using cooperative learning structures, children must first ask their doubt in their pair or group. If they do not get a satisfactory answer, the pair or group must ask the pair or group seated near them. If the question is unanswered, the pairs or groups must draw the teacher's attention by raising their hands. After one or more children have expressed their views on a particular issue, you may ask the rest of the class to comment on these views. To sum up, questioning leading to deep thinking is facilitated by the use of open-ended questions after norms have been set on how children should give answers.